Like, just talk about going back to playing the 5 and just being able to help those guys who've been out.
Help the guys what?
Help the guys who've been out, like D-line.
You said help them?
Yeah, like being playing.
I don't know if I'm helping them.
You know, like, I'm just saying that being the center and playing.
Just what the lineup was. As a J kid, you know, saying obviously, you know, Live is out. You know, being on the minute restriction. I think it was a good lineup. You know, Ryan handling the ball, made some great plays. You know, passing the ball and scoring. I think we were pretty good defensively for a while. But you know, it's still good to be out there.
How did you feel tonight in terms of rhythm?
We weren't really trying to force anything. I mean, they were kind of double teaming every time I caught the ball. So as soon as I catch it and turn around, there's 2 guys in my face who were just trying to make the right play. You know, with the pass, I just let the shots come to me when I had the opportunity to score. But you know, the rhythm's gonna get there. Especially the way we play, you know, moving the basketball, and then I'll have my times where I'm able to ISO and get shots.
Team and you're just, you know, in a hole. You guys are 5-15 after tonight. What's just the mentality of trying to get back on track and you know, I guess make the most of what you got the rest of the season?
No, we're still playing, you know, fun basketball. We're trying to, you know, compete. We're competing. We're playing for each other. Playing together. I remember when Brooklyn started off 5-20 and ended up with the 4th seed. Remember that? You don't remember that? So, not saying we're comparing ourselves to that. We're going to start 5-20, but you know, we just keep competing. You know, we're getting great looks. We're making the right plays. Just a couple of plays here and there that, you know, usually, you know, hurt us. So just keep playing, keep fighting. I mean, we, you know, positive attitude. We feel like we're right there. We just got to keep going.
Do you get a certain
chemistry do you think you and people would be saying?
You know, we started off in training camp. You know, he likes to ask questions and talk about where I like the ball, where he likes the ball, and we're still trying to figure, you know, each other out. We had a good rhythm to start the season, then, you know, I went down. You know, so, you know, had one practice and then, you know, come straight into a game. So, just about talking on the floor, and just kind of getting that cohesiveness with all the guys again. But I think we did a good job of communicating. You know, when I was getting double teamed, telling where I want guys, and just kind of, you know, learning everybody again, being on the floor. So we'll continue to, you know, work on those things and get better.
Do you get a certain type of pleasure from blocking Braun?
No, not really. Just presented itself. The pleasure of winning, you know. So, but no, not out of just a block.
And how much more ready do you feel than you did like a couple weeks ago? I know there's a little delay in coming back here.
What, coming back to play?
Just physically.
You know, anytime you get, you know, extra time, obviously you allow your body to heal. So, I felt ready. Had to do more tests and everything, you know, and, you know, it took a couple more days, and feel better now. So, like I said, anytime you get another week or 7-10 days to let your body heal again and, you know, strengthen, you know, things, then you should come back, you know, even more ready to play.
Like mentally, how was that, like sitting out versus wanting to come back and being cautious, etc.?
Yeah, I mean, anytime, you know, you sit down and you see these guys compete, especially in close games, you know, you wish you could be out there. That's one of the leaders, you know, you want to go out there. There's a competitive nature, you know, in me to go out and help these guys. But, you know, now I have the opportunity to do that, you know, with me being back on the floor.
Hey, all the stuff you've done, you know, being here in LA and the reaction the fans have for you, you know, how does that make you feel? Because you know how it is here. If people didn't rock with you, they ain't going to show no type of love like they did. And then, two, for you, getting blitzed at the start of the game, you know, you got the ball at the left elbow, but didn't get a chance to get to the mid-range bag like you usually do. So how was it in situations for you in your first game back?
Well, first question, I mean, you know, the fans, you know, obviously are great. The reaction, you know, even my first time here when I didn't play, they were very welcoming. Welcome me back to, you know, LA. I mean, I look at it as double teams as a sign of respect. You know, they want to take the ball out your hands because they know they can, you know, you can beat them. So I never look at it as a bad thing. You know, now it's just about making the right plays out of double team, which I think I did and found the right guys. You know, make or miss. You know, we had good looks. So the opportunity presented itself. Like one time I had it on DeAndre Ayton and was able to get into my bag where they couldn't double. So just trying to find ways to, you know, get the ball where I could either go quick or have a little more space.
You knew you were on a minutes restriction coming into tonight, but was it tough to come out in the fourth quarter when it was really close there, about 7 minutes left?
Yeah. Yeah, it was tough. I don't know. It was tough for sure.
Just going back to communication, just talk about being able to minimize the turnovers in this game.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're trying to make the right plays. You know, knowing what they like to do, they like to switch everything when they go to that little small lineup. But I think how many turnovers we had tonight? I haven't looked at anything. Yeah, I mean, we did a good job taking care of the ball tonight. You know, which is why we were able to get shots on the rim. So I think it was, you know, when we were double teaming Luka, you know, I think we got to do a better job of knowing what passes he like, which is either pocket or the corner. And they did a good job of putting their guys in situations where in position to, you know, play to their strengths and, you know, got the ball in his hands and, you know, Rudy make a couple threes, Gabe make a couple threes. So, yeah, I mean, it's a game plan, and I think we executed, but it's the second effort that we got to do to kind of make guys miss, and I hope they miss.
What do you think about just the level that Reed has gotten to as a player? I think he knows his game pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, he always had it. I think with Bron being out, it gave him a chance to kind of be that two option where, you know, when Luka's out the game, he was able to kind of flourish and, you know, have control of the ball. And you know, even with Bron's back, he still, you know, have the ball. They put a lot of trust in him. I mean, you know, when I was here, seen it. Always liked his game, what he was able to do. I just think, you know, now he's doing it, you know, on a more consistent basis, you know, putting up elite, you know, numbers. I mean, they chanted MVP for him at the line. So, you know, he's a player who I always knew, you know, played to this level.
Jason said you're not going to play tomorrow, but do you feel as good as you hoped you could feel coming out of a game like this, your first game back?
Yeah. Like I said, it's always tough. You don't have any restriction. You know, you want to play, especially in the fourth, and you know, even through the first three quarters. You know, 5 minutes is definitely a short stint. You know, I'm used to playing 9 or, you know, the whole first quarter or something like that. So it was definitely different, you know, for rhythm and just, you know, for the mental. So, yeah, I mean, you know, get some good work in tomorrow, see how I feel, and then get ready for whenever, Monday, in Denver on Monday. So.
Before the game, J.J. Redick said you were a good man with a good soul, and did you accept him on day one for being a head coach? What are your thoughts on that?
He said that about me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think I'm a good man with a good soul.
Yeah.
You know, that's how I feel. So I feel.
And a good heart.
And a good, yeah, great heart. Great heart. No, that's my guy. We haven't had a chance to have a conversation yet, but we talked about it in Vegas when we played them. You know, that we should. So, yeah, I mean, you know, since day one when we came in, you know, very welcoming and trying to get him to, you know, welcome me and embrace me as well. First time head coach, so last year, first time head coach, and you know, we're trying to figure each other out. You know, trying to figure out, you know, what he likes to do, what's his game plan. You know, his scheme's coming into to that seat, and you know, while trying to figure out my game and, you know, every other player's game as well. So it's working out for him, and wish him the best for sure.
Thanks, Andrew. Thanks, guys.
One with 5 minutes into the fourth quarter. What happened after that?
Nah, Zach, sure we didn't get stops when we need to get stops. But I got to watch the film to fully understand what went wrong in that situation.
What did you see out there tonight? You had 17 points overall.
They weren't really guarding me. They were trying to play off me and stay in those gaps for AD and double him and make it tough on him. So a lot of open shots presented themselves, and I'm just trying to be aggressive, get my teammates involved, and take advantage of the opportunity.
What was it like for you guys overall to have AD back?
It was nice, man. He's a huge presence for us. Obviously, he's a MVP caliber player, and it's nice to get him back on the floor, get him back going, and look to keep improving with him.
I know you got an extended run in Miami. Just how'd you kind of learn that you were going to be starting on it tonight?
They told me this morning. Shoot around.
Yeah. What was your reaction to it?
Just ready to go, you know. Got to be professional. Got to be ready to go. So.
I know this is a repetitive question, but just being in these moments and of course starting tonight, just talk about what the learning experience was.
Yeah, I think every time you step on the court, it's a learning experience, you know. Obviously my first year and just trying to understand the game a little bit more, understand where I could get to my spots and how I could affect the game. Obviously I got a lot of great players around me that I get the ball to, and they'll do the rest. So just trying to be aggressive.
Ryan, what do you feel like some of the main things are for just getting this offense right on the right track?
Play with pace, get good corner shots, keep touching the paint, keep getting sprays, and obviously get our best players the ball.
You and your brother saying that I'll never hit a rattle no matter what situation I see. Once you heard you guys in the starting group, just talk about some of the reads for me. High floater, up to the ceiling. Like, talk about your confidence level and how that's not wavering and all the stuff you've dealt with in the past from college to now.
Yeah, I think it's just my work. You know, I think I'm real consistent with my work and just getting it every day and making sure I get my reps up and being a professional. So I got a lot of confidence in my game, and I'm getting the opportunity to show it.
How difficult is it to beat the Lakers when Reeves? How difficult is it to beat the Lakers when Reeves and Luka got it going like that?
It's tough. Those guys are great players. They've been doing it all year at a high level. Tough coverage.
How was it for you, like, being a rookie? Like, group chat's still blowing up. I know it's blowing up right now the way you played, and playing in LA too. Like, for you being a rookie, playing against Luka, LeBron, you know, all the talent, and then having the same talent that you have playing with A. How was it for you, you know, something that you worked your whole life to get to this point?
Nah, it's been great, man. Obviously, we got a bunch of guys on our team who are high-level guys, all-stars, won championships, so I'm kind of getting used to that over here, and man, it's nice to go against people you looked up to growing up and get a chance to share the floor with them, so it was cool.
Cooper, you were 3 rebounds shy of a triple-double. What did you see out there tonight that made you so successful?
Yeah, I think just, you know, being confident. You know, I thought we got to our spots well, spaced the floor well, got to a lot of good actions, and just finding guys in the right spots.
When you look at the Lakers and what they do offensively, just what makes them such a talented team with 3 guys out there that can kind of handle the ball and make plays?
Yeah, I think it just starts just like a 3-headed dragon for sure. Like, you know, head of the snake, get 3 of them. You know, Braun, obviously, Luka, Reeves. Like, it's just three really talented guys and guys that, you know, could each individually run a team. So just to have that out there on the floor at the same time is it's a hard thing to guard. You know, it's a hard thing to match up with. But yeah, I think we could have done a lot better job minimizing them for sure.
Hey Cooper, how did it feel sharing the court with AD?
It felt great. You know, I'm excited to have him back. You know, out there with us. You know, he's a great teammate. You know, a great leader. So you know, it just felt great to have him back out there.
Cooper, what do you think you've made your biggest strides in so far this season?
I think just being comfortable, taking what the defense gives me, you know, playing with good pace, just slowing down sometimes.
Coop, how different is it for you when you have a guy like Nembhard out there at the point, starting at point versus having the ball in your hands the whole time?
It feels good, you know, having, you know, guys like Ryan, B-Will, D-Lo out there, you know, guys that can, you know, run the show and, you know, get us into good actions, get organized, and you know, I have a good connection with Ryan. You know, obviously we're rookies together this year, so you know it's been cool to kind of go through it with him, and you know, I feel like we have a good connection out there, and you know he likes to find me, and I just feel like we play well together. So I like playing with Ryan for sure.
Just a quick follow-up, like what has JK told you about like the times when you had you running the team in that position?
Just be confident. You know, obviously, you know you're gonna make mistakes. You know, everybody's gonna make mistakes, but you gotta play through it, be confident, and you know just just like I said, just be confident in making decisions and just trust the instincts.
Cool. Good seeing you, my dog. Just kind of going from high school all the way down to now, I can speak to it. Just your leadership, and then also how every situation you play in, you excel. 11 assists today, and playing the game the right way. How is, all the things you've been through from the start get you prepared for a situation like this? Because it don't seem like you rattled at all every time I watch you play, to be honest.
Yeah, I think just trusting the work. Obviously, been through a lot of situations. I played, a lot of basketball games already. Obviously not, in this league, but I think in general, just trusting all the game experience that I have and, everything that I've been through and, just knowing that it's basketball at the end of the day.
Hey, Cooper, that was, I think, the most assists you've had in an NBA game so far. JJ was saying before the game he's going to be a really high assist guy at the NBA. How much do you feel like just playmaking, setting others up is an area where you can just impact games? Yeah,
I think it's, obviously, I love finding my teammates open, getting them in good spots. And I think that comes with, being aggressive as well and, scoring the ball at times is, you're gonna draw help. You're going to draw people getting out of position. So just knowing, picking spots when you want to, find your teammates or when it's time to kind of attack downhill.
Cooper, what have you tried to do to adjust to the league's physicality?
Yeah, I think just, playing physical myself. You have to just be ready to handle it and kind of dish back the same level of physicality. And obviously I've been in the weight room all summer long. I was in the weight room. So just trusting all that work, not being discouraged. There's some guys that, been out here for a long time, a lot older than me, got a lot more hours in the weight room. But end of the day, you just got to trust it, and just try and be as physical as possible and just play through it at the end of the day.
Of course, your playmaking was amazing this game, but you guys were also able to minimize the turnovers. Just talk about being able to play the game more fluid and minimizing those turnovers, and as that's been a problem for you guys at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, I think just kind of playing a little smarter, being more organized, and, as we've kind of got more familiar with each other and you kind of figure guys out pretty quickly. And so I think, especially for me, it's just, figuring guys out, playing with better pace like I talked about earlier. And a lot of that stuff kind of contributes to turnovers. And so that will help for sure.
Obviously, you and LeBron, you've been playing with each other, dating back to the select team. Just what's it like seeing his game up close? And are there any similarities or things you can take from his game?
Yeah, I mean, he's incredible. Obviously, to see what he's still able to do, how rolled he is incredible. And, I think the biggest thing for him right now, at least, is just, how smart he is. He's always, the smartest, if not one of the smartest players on the court. So, he just plays with such a high IQ and just making the game easy on himself. Like tonight, especially, he didn't do anything crazy. He didn't have to. He just kept it simple and just made the smartest plays on every possession. And it just makes it easy for him out there.
Just what'd you see from